On Monday morning of this week, I was running some errands, and first thing I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. And while I was in Bed Bath & Beyond, I found a full display of the new Revlon Colorburst Lacquer Balms and Matte Balms. And the display was huge, and there was tons of different colors, a little bit overwhelming, but I ended up getting 5 of them, and they were $6.99 a piece. And I got 3 of the lacquers and 2 of the mattes. And originally I was gonna come home and film a first impressions video with lip swatches, but I was just thinking about it, and I thought it would probably be a little bit more helpful if I wore them throughout the week and then film the video so I could give you some of my thoughts and if I thought they were worth it. So that's what today's video is going to be. I'm going to start with lip swatches, and then at the end I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and then I'm going to briefly compare them to the L'Oreal La Mattes and La Laques. I'm going to start swatching with the Lacquer Balms, and this is 115 Whimsical. Whimsical is a bright fuchsia berry, and it has a lot of shine, and it also has some large glitter particles in it. This color is 140 Koi, and it is a brown with a little bit of rosiness to it. This one also has some glitter, but it's a lot less glitter than Whimsical had. This color is 135 Provocateur, and this is definitely my favorite out of all the lacquer balms that I bought. It has the most pigmentation, and it has hardly any glitter or shimmer particles in it at all. And I think this red is really pretty, and I think it would be a really nice kind of Christmassy red to wear. Moving on to the Matte Balms, this is 215 Shameless, and this is about as vampy as it can possibly get, a really, really deep purple. And Jeremy is giving commentary as I'm filming this, and he does not like this color. I did wear it to work though, and I think with the right makeup, this lip product can really work. I wore it with a completely nude eye, some thick black eyeliner, and a little bit of a plummy fuchsia cheek, and it all kind of worked out, and I did get compliments, but maybe it's not a man's favorite lip product. My favorite out of all the ones that I bought, and the one that I'm going to get the most use out of, I'm sure, is 225 Sultry. This is a very deep rosy neutral, leaning almost a little bit cranberry, and I think this is such a perfect color for fall. Here's what they all look like swatched on my hand, starting with Whimsical, Koi, Provocateur, Shameless, and then Sultry here at the bottom. So overall, I really like the packaging of these lip products. It's very similar to the original Balm Stain packaging, and I like that you can tell the difference between which one is shiny and which one is the matte formula. I also happen to really like the mint taste and smell, and I think that is just a personal preference whether you like mint in your lip products or not. I think my main issue with these is that Revlon used the term balm in the name. And when I think of a lip balm, I think of something that I want to use for immediate relief when my lips are dry and chapped. And while these are not the most drying lip products I've ever used, I don't think they improve the condition of my lips. And I honestly don't think these look that great over dry, rough, chapped lips. I'm gonna want to use these when my lips are already pretty smooth. Now speaking just for the matte balms, I love how much color these give off, and I like when I apply them to my lips, they don't feel like they're pulling or anything like that. They also feel very light. They're not a very heavy matte lip product. They give a lot of color, but they don't feel heavy on my lips. I also like how long these wear for. On both days I wore these to work, I got through the entire morning and lunch, and it wasn't until after lunch that I felt the need to touch up and reapply. And once I reapplied, I got through the rest of my afternoon. I will say though that on both days I wore these, on the way home, on my drive home from work, I put a balm on. And it wasn't that my lips were cracked or, like peeling or anything like that, but they did feel a little bit tight and dry, and it felt really nice to put like an actual lip balm on the way home. So I think if you are a fan of matte lip products, you will really like these. I was a little bit less impressed with the Lacquer Balms. I do not mind shimmer or glitter in my lip products as long as 1, I can't feel it when I put my lips together, and 2, that the glitter doesn't last longer than the lip product does. And unfortunately, both of those things were the case with the Lacquer Balms. Could definitely feel that grittiness when I put my lips together, and then they do not have the greatest wear time. And once the shine and color disappeared, the glitter stuck like glue to my lips and did not want to leave. So I can see people liking these if you like that glittery, really high shine look, but these, I think it's not a super unique formula to the drugstore, and I think there are products that I like better. Currently, there are so many different kinds of jumbo lip crayons, lip pencils on the marketplace, so I decided to narrow it down and compare this Revlon release with the L'Oreal release that seemed very similar to me. And those lip products were called the La Mattes and La Laques. And to me, the L'Oreal La Matte and the Revlon Matte Balm are very similar. They both offer a ton of color and very lightweight matte look on the lips. Neither one of them are very heavy. Neither one of them tugs on the lips, and I love the amount of pigmentation that both lip products offer. The main difference to me, other than the L'Oreal being packaged in a much thinner lip crayon form, is that the L'Oreal has that traditional L'Oreal lipstick scent while the Revlon smells and tastes like mint. So if you were turned off by the L'Oreal scent but you really wanted to try one of the new drugstore matte formulas, I would check out the Revlon version. For me, the L'Oreal Laque blew the Revlon Lacquer Balm out of the water. I love the L'Oreal formula. It's a much thicker formula, but that thickness really helps the L'Oreal to last a lot longer on my lips. It's super comfortable. I love the colors that I bought, and I also like how long the shine lasts on my lips. And I also like that the L'Oreal version doesn't have any gritty glitter to it. I guess the one plus side to the Revlon is that the Revlon display had so many more colors to choose from, and you were pretty limited with the amount of colors that L'Oreal offered. And when I was at Bed Bath & Beyond, I also bought the La Laques and La Mattes from Bed Bath & Beyond, and that display denoted that they were a limited edition product. And the Revlon display didn't say anything. It didn't say if they were permanent, it didn't say if they were limited edition, so I'm not sure yet. But if you had both displays in front of you, I think you could go and be happy with either matte formula. Just choose a color that you like, but I really prefer for myself the L'Oreal La Laques. All right, that is my take on the new Revlon Matte Balms and Lacquer Balms. If you have found these products, I would love to hear what some of your initial thoughts are. And if you haven't found these yet, I hope these lip swatches were helpful so that if you see a display, you can figure out what colors you might like. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in my next video.